Hey folks, so it's been a while since I've done a Q&A and I asked my lovely Instagram followers to ask me some questions and I'm just gonna answer them all for you guys. Some of them I felt like were actually questions that I could like answer as whole videos. So some of those questions I won't answer now, but I'll answer in future videos. I'm just gonna get on with the other questions. I got a lot of questions. Some of them are similar to other questions that other people asked. So like I'll just read the, answer the ones that come up first that are related to it. So Karak Obama asked, what fashion styles that you haven't already worn would you like to try? That's a good question. I think something that I'd really like to try is like orgy, which is like kind of like Prince Lolita kind of style. I really like it. However, it's just quite expensive to get into. It's kind of like a formal kind of wear, so like I don't think I could wear it every day, but I really want to get into it, and if I ever have the money to do so, I definitely will. I also like want to get more into like more edgy styles. Like I know that I do sometimes wear like darker clothes, but it's like more creepy cute pastel like goth kind of thing, so there's always an element of cuteness to it, and I think that's just me coming through in that. But like I would like to have like more of like a, I mean I do have some clothes that are just more like goth edgy, but like I don't have enough of them to make a decent amount of outfits all the time. Lance Revolution asks, besides Naruto, what are some of my favourite animes? That's a good question. The ones that come to mind immediately are Gintama, Orange Coast Club, Fruits Basket. I literally have no other anime on my wall apart from Naruto. Like, what does that say about me as a person? I think that says a lot about me as a person. I'm trying to think of the ones that I've seen over the years that I really like. I like Vampire Knight, I like Tokyo Ghoul. Basically, I'm not really into extremely gory, depressing anime. I tried to watch, okay, this is my taste level, okay? I tried to watch Shingeki no Kyojin, and I watched the first episode, was just like, I feel like this one episode has set the mood for the entire anime. I wasn't wrong, and I got to about the 5th episode, and I was just like, no, I'm okay, thank you. I wish I could have actually watched the whole thing, because I feel like it could be good, but I'm a sensitive boy. My gore, like, tolerance levels are like, I'm surprised I got through Tokyo Ghoul, but I think it's just because I really love all the characters in Tokyo Ghoul, that I just kind of like, the gore's alright, I guess. Victor Lockhart asks, what do you think of goth boys? Goth boys are very good boys. I enjoy goth boys a lot. Like I said, like, because like, for me, I really enjoy like the goth aesthetic, kind of like more edgy aesthetic. I just don't get into it as much as I would like to. So I have a good appreciation for goth boys, let me put it that way. So Milk Goblin basically just wants to know if they or Vomit Boy are the better child. And you know what? You're both bad children, and I'm grounding you both, thanks. Ashlyn Illustrations asks, what camera do I use? My photos, videos, and so nice, thank you. Would I ever attend an American convention? If you ever went to one as a guest, I would go to meet you. Yay, I really hope I can. I really want to go to ClassiCon, like so bad, and it's in February and it's like 2 months away, and I'm just like, don't know if I can afford it, but I'll see. And my camera is the Canon G7X Mark II. That's what I use for both my photos and my videos. It's better for videos than it is for photos because it's not really meant for photos, but it's good, I like it. It was relatively cheap. It's like £400 and my family helped me pay for it, so very thankful. But yeah, it's a really good camera, I really like it. And because it has like the what do you call it, the viewfinder thingy here, so like I can move that around, and it's just really useful, especially when you're vlogging and stuff like that. So like just being able to see myself like this, but not cost me £1,000. Do you know how rare that is? Birthday Dreamlands asks, if I had to cosplay one Steven Universe character, who would it be? All these questions are really good, okay? You're making me think about things. I don't want to think about things. It's actually really early in the morning. It's not even 11 AM and I've got to go to work after this. So I'm just like, why did I do this now? I don't have space to think in my brain. Obviously Lars. It's clearly Lars. I am Lars. Lars is me. I'm a Leo as well, because I'm a lion. So I'm Lars and Lion. I'm both Lars and Lion, okay, that's me. Lars is me. Also, Lars is trans. And yeah, Bonanza Falcon basically asked the same question as before, if their fashion style you find really nice but have never worn yourself, and that would be for me, orgy. I know it sounds weird when I say it, but it's actually a word, O-U-J-I, and it's a Japanese word for prince. Okay, I didn't know if I was going to answer this one, but I feel like I might just skim over it because Call Me Tequila Joe asks, how do you feel about the DDLG-CGL community since they share a similar aesthetic to Joey Fashion Folks? I'm not a part of it. I find it very uncomfortable. Like, I respect that people have their things and that's what they want to do. That's fine. Just, there is a border, there is a line of consent. I really don't like it when people of that community try to bring me into that community by like vlogging my stuff and tagging me in things. It makes me so uncomfortable. Like, for me, it's like a really triggering fucking concept, and I just really don't like it. And I will admit that even though it doesn't say in my profile that, you know, a lot of people in J-Fashion community have it written on their profile, like, DDLG people, don't follow me please. I don't have that, but there's no space for it, and also I don't want to devote my profile to saying something like that. So people follow me, when I see their usernames, I have to block them, because just seeing the names, the specific words that are associated with that just makes me feel so uncomfortable, and I'm sorry, but I have to. I'm sorry. It's not the same thing. Like, pastel fashion, fairy K fashion, and that community are two completely separate things. I do not associate how I dress with the kink in any way at all, and it makes me really uncomfortable when people look at me and think of it that way, because I'm not here to be sexualized. I am just, this is how I dress and this is what makes me happy, and yeah. Anyway, I feel like that's, I don't hate the community, they just make me really uncomfortable, and I don't want to be a part of it, and I'm thankful that people that I had to explain that to recognise that separation and don't bring me into it. So yeah, that's my thought on it. Sorry this got deep, but yeah. Banterwitch asks, how do you budget for your fashion? I don't. Wow, that was easy to answer. I, like, just if I have like leftover money at the end of the month, I mean, I don't always buy things. I don't buy things like that regularly, especially in the last few months where I've been moving and stuff. I've been prioritizing things. I also get like a lot of sponsorship stuff as well, so a lot of people send me stuff like what I'm wearing. Actually, this is from Octopi from last year, Miss Octopi, and it's just really cute. It's got a hood. So but yeah, like, because I try not to buy from big brands anymore, so the stuff that I do buy, I buy indie, I buy local, and it's cheaper and it supports indie community. And basically, like, if you want to buy nice things like that, like, put aside like a specific amount each month for like a t-shirt or a pair of sweatpants or shoes, you know, just make it easy on yourself, because you still, at the end of the day, you still need to live. So like, I pay rent, I pay bills, like my bills come up to £600 a month. Anything that I have after that is basically my spending money for myself to actually enjoy my life. So sometimes it'll go on makeup, sometimes it'll go on, like, I recently went to cons, so I prioritize buying like posters and stuff like that. It literally depends on what you need in your life. Like, if you don't have to pay rent or anything, go for it, do it now, because when you do have to pay rent, you will lose a lot of money to that. So live while you can. That's all I'm saying. Wow, such good advice. I'm 26, you'd think I'd be an adult by now, but I'm trying my best. Sorry, millennial life. So Kiwi Fix asks, what's your favourite thing in conventions? Meeting friends, shopping, discovering cool artists. Literally all of those things that you said are my favourite things. I really, like, one of the main reasons I go to cons is to see my friends, especially if they're friends that I don't really see very often, if they're friends that I mostly see at cons. And because I've been getting more into like artwork and more anime as well, going to conventions is a really good place for me to buy artwork, hence all of this beautiful stuff up here I bought at the 3 conventions. Almost all of this I bought at the 3 conventions I went to recently: Birmingham MCM, Hyper Japan, Manchester Look and Feel, Doki. Yeah, I just really appreciate actually going to these stalls and seeing the artists and talking to the artists and telling them how much I love their stuff, because they need the appreciation. So if you ever go to a con and you see an artist that you really love, just let them know that, because I'm sure they appreciate it. Ollie Obscene asks, what tips do you have for anyone who would like to dress in the style that you do? Start out with like an occasional pastel piece, like even if it's just like a plain t-shirt that's like pastel colour. You build from that, you work from that. Just constantly like improve one piece at a time. And like I said before, I really recommend buying local or indie. Depends on where you are, I can recommend you some good indie brands. Let me know in the comments if you want to know some good brands from around certain places in the world. If you're in the UK, of course, I recommend Amy Blue, Marmalade Peanuts, Miss Lou to You, Jeannie J, and yeah, they're the ones that have good pastel clothes at the moment, definitely. For me, obviously, I dress more masculine as well, so I tend to get like baggier t-shirts, baggier sweaters, just to kind of give me that just oversized look, especially because I'm 5'2", everything looks oversized for me anyway. And then, like for bottoms, I get shorts from Primark for like £10. I'm literally wearing some shorts right now. Like, it's £10, and they're essentials in my like kind of my pastel outfits, just because I like a more masculine silhouette, more masculine style, and it just really helps to accentuate that. I mean, I like the sweatpants things, like from like Kawaii Goods and stuff that I have on Otaku. Kumutanti, I think that's how you say it, says, do you play any Nintendo, Wii, DS, Switch games, and if so, which are your favourite games? I do not, only because I don't have any of those things, because that means money, and I'd rather spend things on things I do regularly. I used to have a DS, and all the games I would play were basically Pokemon games. I think my favourite games ever were Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire and Pokemon Black and White. So if that's answered your question, Pokemon is my favourite game. Akio Faris asked, would you come to Russia, St. Petersburg someday? I've never been to Russia. I'm terrified of going to Russia, just because I've heard they're not very good to LGBTQ people, so I don't know, it kind of makes me scared. Sorry, maybe one day. Elsie Todd has asked, how's your fashion and expression through fashion change developed in the last year? It hasn't changed that much actually. I feel like I'm kind of the same that I was. I feel like I've kind of found that happy place with my fashion. I think the only thing that's really changed about it in the last year is that I'm supporting more indie brands. I'm wearing less stuff that actually comes from Japan. I'm wearing stuff that's inspired by those fashions and is made and sold like here or in the States maybe. Like I have a lot of good brands in the States, but I'm trying to buy more in the UK because there's so many good brands here now that I can't not, you know. Quizplay asks, would you give up the colour pink for anything? Yeah, the colour lilac. Lara._F asks, when did you first get into J fashion? How many colours have you dyed your hair? I first got into J fashion when I was 19, so 7 years ago. I got into Lolita first, and then Fairy K, and I've literally dyed my hair every single colour except red. Devon the Dork, as a follow-on question, asks, what made you fall in love with the fashions that you wear? I just love the colours and how peaceful it is and how soft it is, and it just makes me really happy, and I think that wearing things that make you happy is probably the most important part of any fashion, really, isn't it? Cyan Drawings asks, how did you find friends who are both into J fashion and LGBT+? I'm very lucky that through meeting people in the J fashion community, I met people who are in the LGBT community. Kind of, there's a huge crossover between LGBTQ, J fashion, and cosplay, okay? Those three things, we're all one big family, okay? But yeah, so I think because I got into J fashion, that's where I met most of the people, like the most LGBT people that I know. There are some groups as well on Facebook, and obviously if you just find people on Instagram and follow them, like a lot of the times, for me anyway, the people I follow are parts of both communities, so yeah. Definitely Instagram. Anyway, that's all the questions. But yeah, I have to go to work now. So thanks for all the questions, and I'll see you later. Bye. The ones that come to mind immediately are